Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, happy 2026. It is open mic night with the Driving to the Top Productions gang. My name is Big Rich. And somehow I got center square tonight. Not sure how I did that, but to my left on your screen, my right on the panel, it is our guy, Adam. Adam, what's going on, buddy? We got a story to tell about you, too, but how's it going, man?
Good. Just Dylan, I don't know what's going on with your Facebook, but it's not viewing. Anyway, yeah, I'm doing really good. Today I happened to kick ass at work and got out of there a little bit earlier, so maybe it's finally getting easier. Everyone keeps laughing at me because I'm driving the box truck, and it's a little bit tougher because you have to get in and out of the truck on every freaking stop, and unlike driving the bread truck where you just climb and go straight to the back and then out the other door. So everyone's like, well, it's a little bit easier. And I'm like, fuck, I don't want to learn how to drive this fucking thing. But anyway, doing good. The Steelers are playing Monday night. Weird for a playoff game, I think, for a Monday night playoff game. But, here we go. Monday Night Football back in the Berg. I am trying to go.
Directly below me to the left after a long absence from the program, JB, what's going on, man?
Not much. Just happy that we finally got rid of that bum-ass OC.
Yeah. You're not the only one that's glad that coaches have gotten rid of. We'll get to him in a little bit. But Dylan, what's going on, dude? To my down below me to the right. How's it going, man?
This is show number 3, and I'm fresh as a daisy. And you know what? For a minute, I thought we might end up playing the Ravens, and I thought we might end up playing the Texans, and I thought we might end up playing the Steelers, and I'm like, I don't know.
And now you got the Chargers, and of
no,
course,
we got the Bills.
the man.
No, they got the
man
Bills.
that's got the. Oh, that's right, they got the Bills, and the man that has the probably the most interesting breaking news of the day to talk about. That would be Rav to my immediate right. Rav, what's cooking, dude?
What's going on? We wasn't expecting the longest tenured coach in Ravens history to get fired today, but maybe we were. So end of an era. Mike Tomlin. They said Mike Tomlin. When he got hired, he said he wanted to find the next Mike Tomlin, and Mike Tomlin was the guy that sent him home forever as a Ravens coach.
Well, it's that black and gold mystique, man. I'm telling you. Especially when you got a priest blessing the end zone, man. Come on, what do you want?
Listen, I want to reply to Eric's comment over there. If the Chargers, I don't know. Did this weekend frustrate anyone else? Like all these teams, could have been playing for something to move up, move down. It was like they were cherry picking where they wanted to play. I didn't agree with that because, all the starters sat. The Eagles could have been the
place. But if you play good enough to have that luxury, if you play good enough to have that luxury, go for it.
But I get what he's saying because the Eagles should have played their guys. They had a chance at the 2 seed. And
they're not going to get a bye, so why bother? Go ahead and get healthy.
Because they could have had the easier game and beat the snot out of the Packers again.
Well, and we'll do our picks later on for this weekend. But for Eric,
that was just my question.
The Chargers are going to curb stomp the Pats. I'm going out on the limb on that one. So there you go. Drake May is going to wet himself in the backfield, and it's going to be all over.
You ready? You ready to hear my playoff predictions? I think the Chargers go 6 hours north, beat the Patriots 19-17. Book it.
I think they go there and freeze and don't even score 10 points.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, because they're not good in the cold. They never have been. Every time they go north in the playoffs, they lose. The last time they were home in the playoffs, you beat them with your Jaguars with a Riley Patterson field goal.
Here's the thing, though. You know what the forecast is for Sunday in Boston?
40.
42 degrees with a 40% chance of rain. Ain't gonna be that cold.
But
Not-
it'll be a Trevion Henderson run it down.
Dylan, is this your guy or my guy?
I think it's gonna be a
Sorry.
Vidal day
YouTube.
and a Marion Hampton day. I really do.
Oh my lord! Is that what I think it is?
Ladies and gentlemen, there's Haas with his Jags gear on.
Hey,
what the heck
Haas,
are you doing?
great job. You gift wrap.
Did I miss a show change? Did I miss a show
a
change?
bet that was lost.
No, I've been out of commission for a little bit, but Doss, what's going on? Did you lose a bet?
No, I said if Texans didn't win the fucking division, I was gonna wear this bullshit on the first open mic of 2026. So, Duval.
Oh, that's great.
I'll tell you what, man. I think Jacksonville, I mean, they're dangerous. Let me ask you guys all this question, though, because I think it's a very valid question. Is this the most wide open year for the playoffs that we've seen maybe ever, where you cannot sit there and go, okay, this is cut and dry the best team in either conference?
Hell, it's wide open for college too. I love this final. Well, 3 of the final 4 or 2 of the final 4.
I like one of the final 4, and they're out of the Big Ten, and it is in Oregon.
Well, I got Indiana and Miami in the Natty. Fuck Ole Miss, and Oregon can't win shit.
Right. That's
everyone kind of wants to see everyone wants to kind of see Ole Miss because of the coaching change.
Well, now that they've also lost about 7 other subordinate coaches, I really want to see them win now.
Ole Miss is our new Alabama.
I'm rooting for the U.
Sorry. I got the Texans winning against the Steelers on Monday night. They got the better playing defense, and they got a little bit more consistent on offense.
I think it's going to be a good game Monday night. I think it's going to come down to like it did on Sunday night.
I don't think it'll come down that close.
Okay, first things first.
Hey, Jeremy,
let's get this out of the way real quick.
We both got the team mugs out tonight, huh?
Yeah.
Hold on. I got something better. Hold on.
Let's get this out of the way real quick. I'm not going to get mad at anybody at this point for picking against or for the Steelers. The Texans are a really good team. I've said that on the show. I've said it on Adam and I's show. The Texans defense has played really well, except for the last couple of weeks. This past week, they had a lot of holes against the Colts. They've had a lot of holes the last couple of weeks. They're going to Pittsburgh.
They sat a lot of players
in January.
They sat a lot of players this weekend.
I understand, but they also are coming to Pittsburgh in January on Monday night, where, in case you haven't looked at it, Mike Tomlin is 21-0 on Monday nights in Pittsburgh.
And the Steelers haven't lost a home Monday Night Football game in my lifetime. 1991.
Right.
I got a Frost buddy.
Nice.
I joined the Frost buddy clan. I just don't have nothing in it.
Oh.
I don't have access to my Steelers thing right now.
But no, this is the Frost Buddy Legacies. I friggin' love this. I'm obsessed with Frost Buddy, and now this one's the shit.
By the way,
all their emblems on it.
Hey, we are worldwide, ladies and gentlemen. How about that?
Hello, Mike.
And if my buddy Megan Gokarger starts talking on here, that means we're in Australia too.
Good day, Mike.
Rick. Appreciate you jumping on, Rick.
Are you a Celtic guy, Rick, or Rangers?
Yeah, thanks for moving over. I like it. I love it. Wait, I got my hold on. I will put it on because it is from Scotland.
I wish you would make up your mind, Adam.
Who?
Steelers stuff. Now you're wearing a Patriots sweatshirt. You were wearing a Red Sox hat last week. What the hell?
This is a zero fucks given shirt. This is a grunt style fucking sweatshirt. It says 0 fucks on the back.
I went old school because we're on the couch like we used to be all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, I was going Patriots end of things on it. I'm like, man, the guy wears a Red Sox hat last week. He's wearing a New England Patriots hat.
That Red Sox hat's awesome.
That doesn't say Patriots. That says Patriot, as in like a vet.
Hey,
I figured the S was under his arm.
House M3V. This is from Scotland. My sister brought it back for me. I never wore it yet. But yeah, I just wanted to say I got a Scotland.
Look at that. He said that
Hat
they
My
are
right
dad
Steelers
used to wear
fans.
those hats all the time, man.
Dude, I have a million of these. I have a million of these hats.
Do you look
Hey, Rick's a quality individual right out of the chute.
You look like Monica Lewinsky when you wear it.
What?
Who?
What?
Yeah, I'm behind the oval desk giving Clinton head. Why? Jesus Christ.
Just watch out for the cigar.
And Hillary's watching right in the corner.
Jacking off, huh?
She's doing something over there. I can't see him underneath the oval desk.
I've got a question.
Where the fuck did this
We
just
might
turn
have an
to?
answer. What do you got?
Before Judge Judy kicks us all out of the courtroom, who do you think is going to be coaching the Ravens now? Because there's a lot I love about the team. GM, the owner, the quarterback. Obviously, he's not going to be counting $74 million against the cap in 2026. Who's going to be coaching? Jesse Minter?
I don't know, but I think Lamar goes to the Dolphins now.
No. I think Lamar's going to become the highest paid quarterback in NFL history.
For the Raiders.
With the Ravens.
No, I think Raiders could draft Fernando Mendoza.
Yes.
They're smart.
So Marcus, you're our Houston guy. It's supposed to be 37 degrees on Monday night. What are they? Are they good in the cold or what?
Yeah, sipping on some scissor, they'll be fine.
By the way, Hoss, you probably know this better than most, but how many road playoff wins did the Texans have?
Fucking 0.
Hey, at least you guys aren't playing on Saturday at 4:30.
I thought for sure that was
this
going to happen. They always get that the Saturday.
Here's a little stat for you. This is the first time the Texans have made the playoffs that they haven't played the leadoff game on Saturday.
Exactly. I wish they'd have played the lead. I didn't even mess with it in my parlay. The only one I took on the money line was the Patriots. Anybody else I took with the points.
The only way I could see Lamar going to the Dolphins is if they change coaches. Don't you guys think? There's no way he's going to play. He would work with McDaniel. I don't see it.
What?
Why not? Because they use RPOs. Just Tua's not good enough.
The biggest thing with Lamar in Miami, the reason why that keeps coming up, he's a local. He's from the Florida area and everything like that. He lives there pretty much.
He grew up in South.
He grew up in South. I get it, but if they're not, I just can't see it. I cannot see it with McDaniel. They'd have to bring another coach in there.
I don't think so, because I remember when he was interviewed coming out of college saying he'd love to be picked by Miami.
Yeah, McDaniel wasn't the coach when he got drafted.
Doesn't matter. He wants to play for there because it's his home team. He's been a fan since he was a little kid. That's like an NFL dream.
But then but you got to also look at this other thing, because I think part of the issue was the Harbaugh and Lamar where there was friction between the two. But does Lamar want to go somewhere because he wants to fulfill the dream of playing at home, or does he want to win? Because that Miami Dolphin team, even if you just plug Lamar into that team, they are not ready yet. Not even close. They're 2 or 3 years before they're ready.
I know Saints diehards. I know Saints diehards that are desperate to get him and start him over Tyler Shuck. And I'm like, chill.
I think Tyler Shuck looked pretty good.
We found our guy. I think we need to get a running back next, but they're going to watch them draft a defensive lineman in the first round.
They should take that running back from Notre Dame, I think. But
I would love Jeremiah Love, but why do I feel like Minnesota's going to get him?
Minnesota, really?
Minnesota picked 18, so they'd have to trade up to get him ahead of you.
I'll tell you this. I'm going to make a bold prediction right now. I think the best Notre Dame running back in this draft is not Jeremiah Love. I think it's Price.
His backup.
I only got 2 quarterbacks drafted in the first round. just two.
I have one. I have one.
Moore and
Mendoza and Moore.
I have one.
I think Moore goes to the Jets.
I have Dante.
This draft is going to be super heavy on offensive linemen, on receivers, and on defensive backs.
It's like 2013 all over again. They're going to have more linemen drafted than front guys or skill guys.
By the way, a buddy of mine I went to high school with, his kid is coming out this year. He played left tackle at the University of Texas. His name is Trevor Gooseby. Watch out for this kid. He is in the same mold as a John Alt or a Panay Sewell. This kid is going to make a difference for a team at tackle. He's going to go top 10. So remember that name when we're rolling around to the draft.
By the way, I don't think Dante Moore comes out of Oregon, because if he goes to the Jets, 21 years old, Dante Moore is going to fail because the Jets are so rubbish. The Jets are the most pitiful franchise in the history of sports. The Jets haven't made the playoffs in 15 years. You know what? The Detroit Lions have at least made the playoffs. Hell, the Cleveland Browns, the Cincinnati Bengals, every team. Come on. Make it a freaking play.
Lately, in the last couple of years, we had more wins than a lot of teams in the playoffs.
Yeah. I mean, I agree that the Jets are pretty bad. My biggest thing is just when you sit there and look at, where this kid's going to end up, it's either going to be there or the Raiders, because the Giants aren't drafting a quarterback. So it's either going to be a 1 or 3.
We got the big man joining us tonight, Matt Trigger. So, Matt, what was your initial pick? What was your
Hold on, he can't hear us, so Dylan, hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, give him a second. He just popped in.
I was asking him a question.
I know, but give him a second to get situated.
While we're waiting, could you imagine John Harbaugh with the Giants?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
If the Bills win on Sunday,
that would be interesting to see John Harbaugh with the Giants.
I've got one.
That's what I think it is.
I've got one.
I think he's taking that job.
What about
I think the Browns are going Todd Monken at head coach. I think that's who they want. They already called and requested permission, and he agreed to it. That interview happens in 2 days.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Now we can hear you.
You, man.
Yeah, how you doing, Matt?
I don't know what's going on, guys. I'm sorry. How's it going?
Can you hear us?
Good.
I hear you guys fine now. I wasn't hearing anything, and I couldn't hear anybody talk at all for a second.
Because if you all been following Matt's channel, he's disappointed today with the coaching. If you've been following and watching him, he is so heartbroken today that Harbaugh.
Oh yeah, I'm
now,
so
Matt, you're gonna go tell him.
Hey, hey, Matt, I don't blame you. I almost ran a fucking red light when I got the alert, and I'm like, "Are you serious? Why?"
Well, we did an hour and a half on our show, me and Wilcox tonight, and we went live like an hour after the news broke, and it was time. It was definitely time.
So, from what I heard, and Rivori backed it up when I said it, he blocked them from firing Todd Monken as OC is the reason why the separation is so amicable at the end of this year.
Well, from what I've been told by a couple people, obviously remaining nameless, and from the national reports, Bisciotti wanted an entire new coaching staff from the offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator on down to the position coaches. I think the only person that was not in danger of losing their job was T. Martin, the quarterback's coach. But Harbaugh didn't want to fire any of his coordinators. So Bisciotti pretty much said, well, if you're not going to fire them, I'm going to fire you. And
right.
It's weird. I can speak for myself. I can speak for Charles. The Ravens have had 3 head coaches in 30 years. This is not a job that comes open very often. And it's probably
Brian Billick. I can't remember who it was.
Ted Marchibroda before him. Ted Marchibroda came from Cleveland. Brian Billick, and then John Harbaugh for the last 18 years.
And what's weird is every single one of those coaches, if you go back and look at their history, you know what their first job in coaching was? Special teams coordinator.
Yeah, every single one. This right here is a long time coming. When you have this type of roster the Baltimore Ravens have had since 2019, maybe if you want to kind of make it more recent, 2023, not winning a Super Bowl with this team and having Derrick Henry here for the last 2 years, you cannot make an excuse for this. I'm happy that it's over. That's where I'm at. I'm completely happy that this is all over. I'm ready for a new coach. I'm ready for a new philosophy. I'm ready for a new way of doing things because the John Harbaugh Raven way just wasn't getting it done the last 13 years.
Why?
What's up, James?
Hey, Jimmy.
Why?
Here we go, Matt. Tell them like it is.
Here's why. Now, I know I talked about this at length on my show. I know Chuck has talked about it at length on his show and with you guys. Winning in the regular season only does so much for you because when you do enough of it, and this isn't a bragging kind of way, when the Ravens under John Harbaugh had over a 70% win percentage, that's incredible in today's NFL. He was handed a team with about a half dozen Hall of Famers when he arrived here in 2008. He won a Super Bowl with a fantastic mix of veteran and young guys. And then when he wanted to do things his way and he got rid of all the guys that stood up to him, we suffered for about 4 or 5 years. And then a generational quarterback fell into his lap when he was on the hot seat, and he went on this immaculate winning streak. But when you win in the regular season at the rate that he does, and you have one Super Bowl to show for it in 18 years, that's unacceptable.
Look at Adam. He's grinning because he can relate to that, Matt.
Because and here's the thing, Rich and Adam can definitely relate. If Tomlin doesn't win a Super Bowl this year,
goodbye.
How safe is Mike Tomlin's job come next week if he loses? How safe is he?
I think he should be done.
And I am in the absolute 100% minority in this. If the Pittsburgh Steelers fire Mike Tomlin on Monday, he should be the Ravens head coach on Tuesday.
Well, they won't fire him Monday unless it's after the game, Matt.
Well, I'm saying, like, if he's fired Monday night after the game, Tuesday morning he needs to be on a plane to Baltimore to take this head coaching job.
Take him.
You know, let me just tell you. Let me just say real quick. Let me just say real quick how everybody else is looking at it. And I'm going to use the Steelers for example. I looked it up today. The Steelers haven't had a losing season in 22 seasons. Let that sink. I know you guys are frustrated and all that, but this is how the rest of the world is looking at the Steelers and the Ravens. 22 seasons.
Bill Cowher made him look good, Rav. He won that Super Bowl with Bill Cowher's players.
They haven't had back-to-back losing seasons in 30 years. 30 years. Right? Mm-hmm. Like the last time they had
because
three
of Big Bad, not
seasons.
Tomlin.
No, I'm just saying, but you haven't had
30 years puts us in the Cowher range, right, Rob? This is how far you will look back, right?
Cowher had back in the Cowher
seasons. Cowher had 3 years in a row that he was under. Yeah, he was under 500. I'm sorry, 2 out of 3.
He was 7-9 one year, and he was 6-10 one year. They haven't had
that was back in the AFC
seasons.
Central days.
That's because they had time. Yeah, but that was before Big Bad. They had Tommy Maddox then when he was 7-9 and 6.
We had Cordell Stewart.
It was before Tommy
That's
Maddox.
right.
And the Steelers were bad. The only time they had 3 straight losing seasons was when Chuck Noll got there. That was in the early 60s, I think.
I know you guys have been talking about it a lot, and I know we're going to talk about it ad nauseum here in Baltimore for the foreseeable future.
See, the funny part is, I'm sorry, Matt. Go
You're
ahead.
fine. Go ahead.
No, you're good. I thought you were done with your thought. My fault.
No, I just wanted to say there's a couple things that really sealed John Harbaugh's fate.
Not giving the ball to Derrick Henry.
Not feeding Derrick Henry with 12 minutes left a couple weeks ago. That was a major sticking point. The AFC Championship game and the Buffalo Bills game back-to-back years in the postseason, not making coaching adjustments, trying to outcoach Andy Reid, trying to make our star quarterback into something that he is not, played a factor. But what sealed John Harbaugh's fate to me, and I know Lamar has caught some flack for this, but the fact that he didn't go to bat for John Harbaugh in the immediate press conference following the game,
Yep.
I think that was the nail in the coffin. You if you're not a Ravens fan, you're not going to see the everyday, day-to-day, week-to-week, month-to-month progression of what's going on here in Baltimore. John Harbaugh is a universally loved head coach because of who he is. Now, he's a great human being. He was great in this community. He was great for this team for a long time. But this Baltimore Ravens team, this version of Baltimore Ravens football, they were not buying into the play like a Raven, the who's got it better than us, nobody bullshit. These dudes weren't buying into it. You fall on deaf ears when it's the same shit, different week. You can win a lot of football games when Lamar Jackson's your quarterback. You can win a lot of football games when Derrick Henry runs for 6 yards a clip. It's easy. You half the battles won right there. Because let's be for real. Rich and Adam, I got all the respect in the world for you guys as men and as content creators for the Pittsburgh Steelers. We had you guys beat 3 times on Sunday night.
Mm-hmm.
The defense didn't
Kyle
hold.
Hamilton injury, Matt, was what the turning point was.
But we still had you beat with Kyle Hamilton out, is what I'm saying. Yep. Injuries happen in football. You cannot put injuries on. You can't put everything on injuries all the time. And I'll say this: the first touchdown pass that Lamar Jackson had in the fourth quarter, that should have been the game winner. We go back out there and give up another touchdown. Lamar Jackson goes out there and makes a miraculous play when he should have been sacked dead to rights. 2 guys came free. Then, after all that, he throws another touchdown pass and then throws an uncatchable ball to Isaiah Likely in triple coverage. And you and put your team inside the 40-yard line, inside of Tyler Loop's field goal range. And what does John Harbaugh do with 14 seconds and 2 timeouts? What does he do? He runs one play and lets the clock run down to 2 seconds. That knee pushed Loop from a 39-yard field goal to a 43-yard field goal. It was a good snap. It was a good hold. And he just missed the kick. But John Harbaugh could have ran Derrick Henry for 6 more yards, and that's a chip shot. You're talking about an old school extra point. And we're not even talking about John Harbaugh not having a job right now.
It's the other way around.
Yeah. Yeah, and you got to, I mean, and the crazy part is the Steelers helped put the Ravens in some of those situations because I would have bet my house on Chris Boswell hitting that extra point. Boz does not miss extra points. It was 4 years since he had missed one. If he misses that, if he makes that extra point, you're playing for a tie instead of playing for the win, which changes, I'm sure, changes Harbaugh's thinking a little bit at the same time and play calling and things of that nature. You know, the defense letting Flowers get behind twice, not once, twice for huge
so much attention
plays
on Henry.
Was so freaking, and both times it was because the safety bit on a fake pitch to Henry on one side of the field. He threw it to the other side. And you're right, Rav. He ended up where it was a deep ball past the safety, and there's nobody around him. You guys, I mean, those 2 touchdowns there, it should have been church. You you're right. I mean, the Steelers didn't exactly not help you guys. we made there was a couple times we made it a little bit easier on you guys than we should have.
No doubt. I totally agree with you, Rich. That's not. I agree with you 100%. Totally. I totally get it. But a lot of people are wondering who's going to be the next head coach. This is the most sought after pro football head coaching job in the last 15 years. And I'm not saying that because it's my team, but everybody on this panel, objectively speaking, if you take your team bias out of it, if you're an offensive defensive coordinator for your prospective team and the Baltimore Ravens job opens up and you have the chance to coach Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, even if it's just for 1 year, working together for one more year.
Coach that defense. I'd be more excited with Cal Hamilton and Malachi Starks coming up. Oh my!
Right. So, what NFL job can you remember that has this much hype around it being available? Because the last thing I can kind of remember, just speaking with everybody that's on this panel, Campbell getting the Lions job was big.
And even before that, you have to go back. It would have to be Tomlin getting the Steelers job.
Right.
Because
John Harbaugh came with no fanfare. He was a special teams coordinator from Philadelphia.
And Tomlin was a special teams coordinator from the Vikings. If I remember.
Put Ben Johnson going to the Bears out there, guys.
I mean, but the thing is, do you really equate the Chicago Bears vacancy?
No, I can't stand
Baltimore
Ravens.
Matt, what about when Jim Harbaugh took over the Chargers because of the Harbaugh and Justin Herbert connection?
That's fair. That's fair, but
that's the closest
we all knew Jim Harbaugh couldn't go back to Michigan.
Right.
So his only logical move was the NFL. And in all fairness, wherever Jim Harbaugh landed was going to be a huge move anyway because he's an excellent coach. He has some nefarious practices about him, but he's an excellent football coach.
Does anyone think John and Jim become coach and offensive coordinator?
John Harbaugh is going to be a head coach within the next 3 to 4 days.
I think he'll end up at the Dolphins.
He is in line for 2 jobs. I don't think he's going to Cleveland. If he goes to Cleveland, it's at a pure spite for the Ravens firing him.
Right.
Flat out.
Yeah.
I don't think he goes to Cleveland. He is either going to the New York Giants to coach Jackson Dart, Scatterboo, and Malik Neighbors on that offense, or he's going to Tennessee and he's linking up with Cam Ward, and he's got a lot of connections down there. Their pro player personnel used to be his pro player personnel here in Baltimore.
And there's one other name that is like the other backwater OC job that everybody forgot that they fired their OC today, and that was my team. That's one of the teams that contacted Harbaugh. And I think he'd be more apt to take that offensive coordinator job than offensive coordinator with Mike McDaniel as a clipboard holder.
Well, and there's another offensive coordinator job that opened up today too, and that's in Washington.
Yeah,
you got Jaden Daniels out there.
They fired both coordinators, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
You don't see that often, but they hire both guys running the offense.
Harbaugh will never be a coordinator again.
Well, see, that still opens up Kingsbury to take Arthur Smith's job.
I got a team I want to bring up. Did the Jets at least fire their defensive coordinator since they caught no interceptions this season?
No,
just their own.
They haven't fired any of their coaches.
I thought that they didn't fire Engstrom. I heard they were firing Engstrom.
Last I saw, they hadn't fired any coaches.
No, they said Aaron Glenn was coming back for a second year.
I know they are.
I mean, any of his assistants or anything. They haven't fired any of his assistants either.
Now, I will say this. There's going to be names for the Ravens head coaching job search that haven't popped up anywhere else in the league yet. I can guarantee you that McCarthy gets interest. Jim Schwartz will get interest. Brian Flores is the odds-on favorite to get the job.
Unfortunately, he can't take the job as long as he has his 2 versus 4 NFL teams. That's in the NFL rules.
Well,
He's stuck as a coordinator.
This is what makes me laugh about the NFC South. Tampa Bay needed a must-win against Carolina, beat them, still didn't make the playoffs. Falcons beat their biggest rival. Coach gets fired after the game.
We all knew Raheem Morris was getting fired this year. It was just a matter of time.
So, wait, Pete Carroll, John Harbaugh, Falcons coach, Browns coach. Who else got fired? There was like 5 coaches that got fired in the last few days.
It was 7 coaches.
They're gonna turn that over to Matt Ryan. Actually, the owner didn't fire. They're gonna turn it over to Matt Ryan. They're gonna announce it probably after they're done with the playoffs. And Matt Ryan wants his own. That's what happened.
They already announced
were fired
Matt Ryan.
before that.
Matt Ryan was hired as vice president of football operations for Atlanta last night.
Yeah,
and the firing happened this morning.
There's one name.
Can I throw another name to you?
Who's that?
Bill Belichick.
I've heard Bill Belichick come up on the local radio. I think it would be a good move, but Bill Belichick doesn't work for anybody but Bill Belichick.
I understand this.
He gonna leave North Carolina if his little girlfriend breaks up with him.
Yeah, how's North Carolina doing?
I mean, I'm not even worried about the whole girlfriend aspect. I'm talking about DaCosta still being the general manager. Belichick's not going to come in here and just be the coach. He's been notorious for having roster control no matter where he's been. So there's a name that I'm going to throw out there. It might be laughed at initially, but like I just said a couple minutes ago, the Baltimore Ravens job comes up once every decade and a half. Deion Sanders will be interviewed for this job.
Oh, God help you.
I hear you. I hear the hesitancy. Deion played here. He's still got a lot of friends in the building. He might be a little bit too Hollywood for the taste of the Baltimore Ravens, but if Steve Bisciotti made a phone call, Deion would answer.
I think it was crazy. He's been there so long. I graduated high school the year they hired him.
Yeah, Steve Wilson got hired mid-season, I thought.
And Tomlin got hired against
his kid twice a year. You really think he'd want to coach against his kid twice a year?
Yeah,
and make his kid look like the absolute worthless quarterback he is.
And the year before that, I was a senior in high school when Tomlin got hired with the Steelers. If it was 07, right? Or was it 06?
He got hired in 07.
So I was a senior when Tomlin got hired, and I was in college.
Tomlin got hired in 06.
Yeah. He was hired in 06.
No, it was 07 because Harbaugh was hired in 08 and they're a year apart.
Right.
Nice eating chips.
What's up?
It says you're picking your fucking nose.
What?
Maybe he was playing with his mustache.
I'm eating cookies, bro.
He's eating pistachios or cookies and drinking yuzu.
I'm eating Chessman cookies.
Oh, I thought you had Chips Ahoy.
No, I got my little snack right now, man. I'm sorry.
Speaking of snack, I need a
CM Punk did the Braun Breaker last night. Made him
Chips Ahoy's for tampon Tim Waltz.
I
thought for sure Braun Breaker was going to win that title. For God's sake,
I'll let that pass. But if Drew McIntyre don't fucking win Friday night, I'm gonna call out Paul Levesque on X.
That was the main reason I was watching it.
Since we're throwing this stuff out there, I got the idea for our show, Haas.
What's that? Oh yeah, when we're going
the
back
wrestling list.
When are we going
call
back?
it the wrestling list.
Okay, Jericho. Yeah, everyone was pissing.
But that's the thing. Every week, you and I go the top 5 of whatever the topic is that particular week. It could be factions. It could be, of WrestleMania main events. It could be specialty matches. It could be whatever.
When you want to start?
Do our top 5 favorite.
Tomorrow night?
Next Saturday? You good on Saturday mornings?
Yeah. Let me make
T3 like
depends what time you want to go live. Let me because that looked like
it was the wrestling show if you want to jump in.
And Jericho was wearing back in WWE.
Say again?
I thought Hoss was a Saints fan.
He is.
He is.
Well, I said if the Texans didn't win the AFC South, I was going to pop in the first open mic of 2026 with freaking Jags merch.
Okay.
Because
Now-
I had this one.
We all did the same thing.
I bought this when Travis got drafted 5 years ago. As soon as they called his name, I got on Fanatics and ordered a shirt and a hat.
Look at this
address that
comment, man.
right there?
I'm
Can I
seeing
address
it.
that?
Yeah. I want to say something real quick. This is the Mike Preston article. This guy, we do not like Mike Preston in Baltimore.
He's a fucking
We do not
fool.
like him. He's always making up stuff. He's always saying this. He's so negative. He is so pro. He is so anti-player. He keeps saying this.
So he's
Lamar is
just
the hardest working quarterback. And to stop with that stuff where Lamar's sleeping in me, none of that is true. Lamar was
Does
the guy
anybody
that had the video
really
game
believe
taken out.
Lamar Jackson's falling asleep in the meetings?
Hey, as a matter of fact,
I would fall asleep in meetings. I hate meetings.
Hold on, let Jeremy speak.
Go ahead, Jeremy.
as a matter of fact, I understand this perfectly because we have a reporter like that in Detroit named Carlos Monarez and a radio host named Mike Valenti, who at heart is a Giant fan and he's pissed that his team sucks. So he poo-poos on everything that Detroit does good.
I was going to say,
Wasn't he
is
the
it
break seller?
What if
Wasn't he the break
Harbaugh
seller?
confirmed it? Harbaugh didn't confirm it.
Harbaugh denied it.
He did not.
He denied
Harbaugh
it that
denied
weekend. He goes, "I've never seen Lamar fall asleep at the meeting."
More my point. I know it got a lot of traction. Do not listen to Mike Preston. I don't care if he's watching this or not. This guy is annoying. He's always saying these things to get attention because the Baltimore Sun is irrelevant now because the banner keeps lighting them up. We're not
to mention the fact, guys, and Jeremy, I get it, but do you honestly, even if he was doing it, do you think Harbaugh would admit it publicly? Let's be honest.
No, I'm saying he defended him the next day at the next presser. He didn't
that's
even
what I'm
give it
saying.
20. No, he didn't even give it 24 hours. If there was any validity to it, it'd have been 48 to 72 hours before you heard the head coach say a damn word.
Anybody
that been forever.
Anybody that puts any precedence into that Mike Preston hit piece wants to believe that the Ravens are in disarray, and they're not. They had to make a change, and they did. But all the conjecture about Lamar missing meetings and falling asleep and staying up and playing video games and doing all this goofy shit, they believe rumors that come out of the castle, and they believe rumors from people in the know. There was more truth to what happened on Reddit last month about the Ravens behind the scenes stuff than what Preston wrote.
Let me ask you a quick question, Matt, because I know you probably know this, if not Raph probably does. Derrick Henry is 32 now.
Okay.
He's already playing with house money as a running back, and he does get used quite frequently, even though he is a freak when it comes to his health and his body and all that kind of stuff. Legitimately, how many more years do you believe you're going to have Derrick Henry in that backfield? Not a watered down version of Derrick Henry, but Derrick Henry in that backfield. Another year or two, or what do you guys think?
I believe Derrick Henry plays out his contract and then he's done. I think he has the ability to keep playing. He's an anomaly physically. But if you look at the numbers, he finished second in rushing again this year.
Mm-hmm.
He had a 400-yard drop-off and still finished second in the NFL. And he had less carries than last year. He's being used sporadically throughout the season, and then he has those big volume games. I think that Derrick Henry can relatively play closer to 20-30 and still be an effective running back. Is he a 1,500-yard, 19-touchdown running back? No. But you could probably still get 1,000 yards out of him into his 35, 36-year-old season. But realistically speaking, 26 and 27 are probably his last two above-average production years if health is still in his favor as it has been his first 2 years as the Ravens running back. I believe he takes immense care of himself. It's national knowledge. He puts $250,000 of treatment into his body. He doesn't eat any preservatives, any gluten, any sugar, any sports drinks, no soda. He doesn't eat until after 4 p.m. most days. And the dude's a training maniac. So he's going to be here as long as the Ravens want him to be here. And I think he's going to be I think he's going to probably stay here till 2028, honestly. I think he's got probably three good years left here.
I saw more drop off in honestly Marlon Humphrey and Mark Andrews than I did Derrick Henry. If it is, I didn't see anything with Derrick Henry that makes me think that
there was no drop off with Mark Andrews.
The Ravens just didn't give him the ball.
Chuck, where was the drop off with Mark Andrews? And I'm not the biggest Mark Andrews fan, but tell me where the drop off is with Mark Andrews. If you're looking
Andrews
at stats,
yeah.
I mean, it's how often does any player in the NFL, any position player in the NFL, catch a touchdown 11 weeks in a row?
Very rarely.
Come on. The bar for Mark Andrews' touchdown production is here because he went on an 11-week run last year and caught a touchdown from week 7 to week 18. He caught a touchdown pass every single week. That's an anomaly, Charles. Come on, man. Like, I'm not the biggest Andrews fan. I think we gave the money to the wrong tight end because Andrews is 30 years old and he's been hit with the injury bug a tiny bit the last couple of years. But he's still a productive tight end.
The problem is Likely is going to want 14, 15 million. Somebody's going to give Likely a lot.
But the thing is, somebody like the Patriots, the Chargers, the Buccaneers, the Giants, you could keep the Jets,
the Steelers, if they had Isaiah Likely.
Freiermuth is a good tight end.
There's a lot of teams.
Freiermuth is beloved in Pittsburgh. He's not getting replaced by Isaiah Likely. Let's be real.
Isaiah is a throwback type of tight end that is hardly used anymore. It's actually called the split end, where it's half slot receivers, half tight end. He's not that great at pass or run blocking, but what he is an excellent route runner with excellent hands. He needs to work on his spatial awareness at times because he has to remember he has big feet and they can't be that close to the sideline.
So, yeah, correct. But if you look at Isaiah Likely's body of work, he had his worst professional output in his contract year.
Yep.
He has ball security issues, and his field awareness is not top tier. So if a team wants to give him a 4-year, $60 million contract, by all means, go right ahead and do it.
But that's why. That's what I'm saying. That's why they went back to Andrews.
Re-sign Charlie Kohler. Re-sign Pat Ricard. Yeah. Get your run blocking squared away, and then go draft a tight end in the 4th or the 5th round because we seem to find a tight end in any draft that we actually focus on the position. The last time we did that, I'm gonna do a throwback real quick. I'm sorry, Rich. I swear to God.
No, you're good. You're good. No, you're fine.
The last time the Ravens, when they hit before Andrews, they found Ed Dixon and Dennis Pitta in the same draft. And Dennis Pitta ended up being an excellent tight end until he broke his hip.
Weren't they 4th and 6th rounders?
They were both 4th round tight ends, I believe.
Okay. I knew they were day 3. That's what I was getting at.
And then they found Hurst and Mark Andrews in the same draft. Dude, Hurst is a serviceable tight end. He was a serviceable tight end before the concussion started. And then they found Kolar and Likely in the same draft. So they really want to. They can go find a tight end. The Ravens is like one of the few teams in the NFL that can produce a tight end of any generation. We had Todd Heap for the longest time.
When you look at Andrew's numbers last year to this year, I know this is what Rav was talking about. when you look at the numbers last year to this year, targets are almost the same, 69 to 70. And I'm the 24 to 25, okay? 69 targets to 70 targets. 55 catches to 44 last year to this year. Yards 673 to 422. Touchdowns, well, that's the anomaly. You were talking about that. 39 catches for a first down in 24 catches for a first down this year. His yards per game were down 15 from last year, and his catch percentage was down 12% from last year.
That's fair, but if you're going to look at that, compare the numbers of 2024 Zay Flowers to the 2025 Zay Flowers. Targets, catches, yards. You'll see the disparity, and the uptick for Zay is directly correlated to the downtick for Mark Andrews.
I can do that right now. His targets are almost the same, 116 to 118. Receptions, he has 12 more this year, about 150 more yards, same touchdowns. I'm sorry, I lied. 4 touchdowns in 24, 5 in 25.
So you see
same number of first downs. Yards per game is up 9, and his catch percentage is up 9.
So the direct correlation of the catches and the yards, what Andrews dropped is what Zay picked up. More or less 50 yards total on that. Andrews had 650. He was down into the mid 4s. Zay bumped up 150 yards, and the catches that Andrews had, Zay ended up getting that bulk. Zay was the go-to guy this year.
I understand your overall point, where you're going, but there's a reason for that too. Why he's no longer the focal point, and why Zay was.
Are you?
And no disrespecting Zay. Zay is fantastic. I mean, Zay is really grown. I think Zay was the Ravens MVP.
Zay finished number 6 overall for wide receivers in stats this year. Yeah, he was number 6 wide receiver, and he finished second in the AFC in yards.
Lamar had 3,000 yards passing almost, and Zay had about half. That's how good. But there's a reason why he wasn't the focal point. There's a reason why you looked at Zay Flowers.
But there's something Andrews. Andrews didn't have a physical drop off. He's still Mark Andrews. He's still going to command the attention. But when Zay is open and he makes plays with the ball in his hands and open field, and he has a high percentage of yak, you got to give him the ball.
Not only that, Mark Andrews is key in the run game. Mark Andrews is key in the run game versus Likely and Flowers, because Flowers can't block a cold, and Likely, he looks like he's allergic to blocking at times.
He'll block downfield, but he doesn't block in line.
Right, that's what I'm saying. When it's up close to the line, like on a couple of those plays that got blowed up early in the season when Derrick Henry fumbled, it was Likely that was trying to block for him and looked like he was allergic to putting his hands on somebody.
You know, I don't want to take over the talking points with, Andrews and all that. And I understand, Chuck, I respect your opinion. So it's not like I'm saying I'm right and you're wrong. I just don't feel the Andrews fall off has been quite what a lot of people have said. And if you look at the fall off for Likely, it's a lot farther than it is for Andrews.
And Matt, just to reinforce what you were saying, Lamar threw for 2,549 yards this season. Zay Flowers caught 1,211 yards worth of passes for 47.5% of Lamar's yards. That's not counting Hundley or Cooper Rush.
Correct.
Let me ask you guys something. What if Tyler Loop hits that 40-yard field goal? Does this happen in Pittsburgh today?
Yes.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yes.
What do you think, Adam?
I think it would have happened Sunday night.
They could win the Super Bowl and Adam wants him fired, so that doesn't make a.
Like, it's still my team.
No,
it's still my
team.
He's
I
just not my coach,
that,
man.
But would they?
He's just not my coach.
I got one more thing about Likely before we because I want to drive this home. I'm sorry, Chuck. I love you, buddy. Rich pulling up stats. I pulled up my own stats. Isaiah Likely played in 14 games this year. his catches went down from 42 to 27, and his yards went from 477 to 307, and he only had 1 touchdown this year compared to 6 last year. So Isaiah Likely's drop-off has been immense compared to Andrews.
Can we do another comparison real quick while we're in the mood to drop everything in?
Sure.
What were the percentages with Cooper Rush and Tyler Huntley compared to Lamar being able to see the whole field quicker and better than the other two?
That's such a small sample size, though.
Right, but Lamar only threw for 2,500 yards, so that means there's still a lot of yards.
You're also forgetting that
10 games.
You're also forgetting that in Tyler Huntley's last start that he had this year, we ran the ball 44 times between our 3 running backs and him.
We
ran
Henry having 36 of them.
The line was terrible. Those guards the Ravens had were horrible this year. I think that's part of why Harbaugh getting fired. They were terrible. That's why Lamar was hurt. Falele should have.
I've heard and seen some rumors. You guys are trying to extend Tyler Linderbaum, correct?
Oh yeah, you got to. Right. Tyler Linderbaum might be a top 5 center in football.
Right, because if you guys let him go, I know that this team's going to be like one of the first ones to clear cap to get him.
Well, I mean, you guys called Frank Ragnow in the middle of his retirement year to come back and play, and he didn't. I know. And he ended up not passing the physical.
Well, he didn't pass the physical, and he came in. Listen to this, because I followed it very closely. He came back and practiced for the week 3 days prior to the physical, just to start to get back in game shape so we could play that weekend, right? So he got here on Monday, he practiced Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. Thursday afternoon at 4 p.m., they do the physical. He goes, and after every one, he goes like, man, now he's ragdolled Tyleek Williams, he's ragdolled Aleem McNeil, he's ragdolled, and because we have that play where the center swings out, he ragdolled Aiden Hudson, so he ragdolled 3 guys. One was 276, and the other 2 guys were over 320. He's ragdolled them, saying, I got a little tightness in my chest. When they do the whatever it is they do on site, I think it's in the portable MRI system that they have.
Yeah.
He has a grade 3 torn pec that he said gave him chest tightness.
Yeah.
So he was practicing and playing on the field and saying, oh, I got a little tightness in my chest. And the muscle is ripped away from his ribs. How tough is this guy?
That's a football
How tough is this guy?
That's just an offensive lineman, man. They're tough.
Right. Well, anyways, so he did not get the surgery. So before any Lion fans come in here saying, oh, good, we're going to get Ragnow back this offseason, it's a 12-month recovery time. We're not getting him back this season.
I think they extend Linderbaum. They got some tough decisions to make. If I'm the Baltimore Ravens, I don't care what anybody says at all. You find a way to get rid of Marlon Humphrey, and you find a way to get out of Roquan Smith's contract. You got to get rid of them. I build this defense around Trenton Simpson, Teddy Buchanan, Kyle Hamilton, Malachi Starks. Those are the guys you build around. A fast, physical, positionless back 7 that can pass cover.
Going to be ready by the start of next season.
It's a torn ACL. It's not a career killer the way it used to be. I mean, Pat Mahomes is already running on it. You know what I'm saying? And it happened.
It
happened the same week.
Unfortunately, Matt, I always have a lot of Ravens on my fantasy team.
I have one more question about all these team wires on USA Today and these damn reporters and the way they clickbait people to look at them. The Chiefs fired a quarterback today and threw him on the waivers, and they're talking about Steve Biscelli or Butel or whatever his name is, but they put up the picture of Pat Mahomes. What kind of clickbait shit is that?
I would do it too, honestly.
They did that for the Steelers today too.
Right. I want to say,
I think they put a picture of Joey Porter because they said they released a tall cornerback.
2:30.
Right. But Dylan, I do want to say, since I was last on, I have been picked up by another publishing company called Roundtable IO. I write about your Jaguars and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers too.
There we go. Congratulations.
And we're the only Florida team left in the playoffs. By the way, do you guys see the new addition I made in the man cave?
I don't know what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I don't know. What
do you guys see above the Spunky Spectrum Sports?
Is that
I
a clock with a?
Is that one of those kitty clocks with the weird eyes?
No, it's a Trevor poster.
Oh, it's a Trevor Lawrence. Oh, sunshine.
No, we're just making that.
It's a sunshine poster.
Before we completely shift, mainly because I was doing this while you guys were chit-chatting. When Tyler Huntley was in, he threw for 426 yards. 218 of those went to Zay Flowers for 51.1%. When Cooper Rush was in, Zay Flowers caught 303 yards worth of passes. Caught 192 yards out of the 303 that Cooper Rush threw for 63.4% of the yards that Cooper Rush threw.
If I never see Cooper Rush in a Ravens,
that'll be my stat nerd thing of the night. Sorry.
I think Huntley deserves an extension. I think there better be one too. If you're going to keep Lamar, you better. I think there better be an extension for Huntley as well.
And go ahead, Jeremy. I'm so sorry.
As a Lions fan, I want to say you guys will be stupid to let Huntley walk out the door because he by far there is way less of a drop off in quarterback play when Huntley goes in when there is anybody else on your roster.
Oh, you're absolutely right.
I was going to say Huntley might be the best backup quarterback in the NFL. If not, he's on the very short list.
Yeah,
better than Malik Willis.
If Tyler
Jones maybe.
Malik Willis.
I'm not a buyer in Mac Jones. I think Kyle Shanahan makes anything look good. I think whoever they bring in.
I like Malik Willis. Malik Willis beat the shit out of us. We won the game. Malik Willis had us on the ropes. It was a heavyweight fight with him.
Malik Willis is on a good team that has a lot of wide receiver weapons.
He's gonna be the coach. He's gonna be the quarterback of either the Saints or the Raiders or the Jets next year.
Colts. I have a quick comparison for you. It's a wide receiver that was picked in the first round, wide receiver that was picked in the second round, and the one the Lions traded up for in the third round. Look at the touchdowns for Marcus Golden, Luther Burden the second, and then Isaac Tesla. And it's real easy. Marcus Golden, first pick by the wide receivers in the first round since 2005, correct? Isn't that what they said?
Yeah, Matt Golden was, I think, the first wide receiver.
A big golden zero. He had 0 touchdowns this year. Luther Burden, 2.
Tesla, 4.
Tesla, 6. With only 18% of the snaps all season played, with 26 targets, 15 catches, and 367 yards.
Can I counter you for a second, though, Jeremy?
Yep.
Let's look at it objectively. And I understand that Isaac Tesla is a very good wide receiver. I had the pleasure of watching the Detroit Lions come to Baltimore this year, and I went to the game. I was pissed off the entire night, but I went to the game. No matter what. On an offense that is bound by efficiency, which is what the Lions are, your Thunder and Lightning all rolled into one. Being the number 3 wide receiver,
number 4 this year.
Number 4 wide receiver this year, on an offense with Jameson Williams, Amon-Ra, Jahmyr Gibbs, Khalif Raymond, and David Montgomery with a competent quarterback. To be 100% fair, Tesla was getting a lot of dime backs and third safeties covering him. And that's objective. I'm not saying he's a bad wide receiver, but it was almost like a cherry pick of wide receivers drafted in certain rounds, but
it's all the
nobody had
by division. And that's why
I hear you. Division, I get that. But Isaac Tesla was drafted into the best situation out of all 3 of those guys.
I get it, but what I'm saying is he only played 18% of the snaps all season, too. Where you go, people are trying to say, well, Marcus Golden missed the first 6 games. I sit there and said, well, if you do it by snap, Isaac Tesla missed 15 games. I'm just saying he wasn't in that much because he was either the 3rd or the 4th wide receiver, and we hardly ever used 3 and 4 wide receiver sets unless it was 3rd and long.
That's fair.
I'm just trying to put it in perspective here. But what I'm saying is Luther Burden picked in the 2nd round. He missed the first 8 games, but played very well throughout the rest of the season, had 2 touchdowns. Marcus Golden missed the first 6 games and was nowhere to be found on the field in most games because they refused to use him after that because he dropped 6 passes in his first game. So I want to put it in perspective. People are saying, why did the Lions trade up like they did? I've been saying for years, ever since Calvin Johnson retired, the only thing this receiver core was missing was a big-bodied, sure-handed wide receiver. And when I watched the game film of Isaac Tesla, and I thought there was no shot we were getting him because I didn't think we'd give up all our 3rd rounds to move up in the 3rd round to get him where we did. When we got him, I had to shut my camera off, and I had to go outside, grab a cigarette, and celebrate so no one could hear me yelling.
Jeremy,
that's how excited I was.
Me and you were excited.
Well, I was excited. I got to go watch Saints play the Jets, and let me tell you, that was the best freaking performance they had all season. The defense sacked Brady Cook 8 times in that game, and Taysom Hill became the first NFL player in the Super Bowl era to have over 1,000 yards in passing, rushing, and receiving in his career.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I got to meet Kyle Turley.
Cool.
Very underrated player, Kyle Turley was.
What do you got, Dylan?
Guys, you know what weekend it is? It's wild card weekend, so we got to make some picks.
Sorry.
Hoss, you're going to go first. We're going to pick one word answer to every game. Who wins? Rams, Panthers.
Rams.
Go. Sure.
Rams.
Jamie.
Panthers.
Jeremy.
I say Panthers too because they already beat him once. Michael Jackson's going to take another pick this to the house.
Matt.
Panthers. I'm going to take the Panthers.
It's sexy.
Who is that?
Rich.
Give me the Rams.
Give me the Fighting McVeigh.
The Fighting McVeigh.
Only reason why I say that is because Carolina started the whole losing streak towards the end of the season. They went 2-4 down the stretch.
Jeremy, you will start off this one. Green Bay and Chicago.
Chicago wins at home because without Parsons, that defense sucks for Green Bay.
Jeremy's pulling for a tie.
No, I think Bears win.
What happened?
Green Bay, Chicago. Who wins?
Green Bay.
Jeremy.
Chicago, and there's a new mayor Johnson. It's Ben Johnson because not Brandon Johnson.
Chicago's fraudulent. They're not built for the postseason.
Charles.
They'll win this game.
Bears win this game.
They got Ken the Bears fans.
Oh.
Man, this is going to be the trickiest one in my parlay because I'm taking Green Bay, but something tells me Chicago is going to be sneaky. But it's been a while since they've had a playoff 5 in atmosphere. But I'm going to
because of Caleb's magic painted fingernails.
I refuse to pick this game not knowing Green Bay's injury report. Rich.
I think Caleb Williams collapses. Give me Green Bay.
No, unless it changed. Unless it changed. When I did my parlay, they had Green Bay -1.5. Do they cover?
No.
Yes.
No.
They win by field goal.
I'm taking Go Pack Go, baby.
There you go. I put the picture of the quarterback that's going to win there for you, Big Rich, to bring up on the screen.
You know what?
That's pretty good.
You know what? I'm gonna pick the.
I like that.
You know what? Adam, you get to start off the next one. We're doing Houston and Pittsburgh.
Oh, we're not going in order. Chronological
That's
order.
well played there, Jeremy. That's well played.
Houston,
I thought you'd
Pittsburgh.
like that.
Adam.
Give me Pittsburgh.
Why is this a hard pick?
Because Houston's defense is pretty damn good.
But you're supposed to pick your team.
They don't have a 300-pound tight end, though.
You're supposed to pick with your
Neither do we,
hatred of
as a bro-
Tomlin.
neither-
Pick with your
Neither do
hatred
we.
of
He has
Tomlin.
Jamie, neither do we. He has a broken arm.
Rich.
Welcome to Monday Night Metcalf. Give me the Steelers.
Ooh!
As long as he doesn't have a broken dick, he's good. Right.
Hoss.
I ain't zero, but first I'm gonna open up one of these
Sorry,
bottles,
everyone,
and then I'm gonna open up one of these models because I'm so Houston. Give me them Texans.
You know what? The Steelers are undefeated on Monday Night Football in my lifetime, and that continues on Monday night.
And they win their first road playoff game.
Home playoff game?
With that road playoff game. With,
You're talking about the Texans. Yeah.
He's gonna have to
Charles.
This is hard because everything you should be saying is Houston, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take the Steelers. I think the lights will be too bright for Houston. They don't win road playoff games.
Matt.
They don't.
if y'all host a watch along, count me in.
I will never pick the Pittsburgh Steelers for anything, so give me Houston.
There you
Hear
go.
me.
I'm
Just
taking
I
Houston.
will never.
I'm taking Houston, and they're going to hold Pittsburgh to under 14 points. Houston's going to win 24 to whatever.
Jermaine.
Give me Houston, because as George Strait would say, all my
exes live in Texas.
And Texas
I'm a hater.
is
I'm not singing. I'm just a hater. I want to see.
Wait.
I wanna see them going.
I'm gonna change the subject. I'm gonna be going back to Houston eventually. I'm trying to make a Rockets game or a Cougs game, but I cannot wait to finally see Tetsuya Imai in fucking person on the mound.
Oh yeah. Let's see. What
He'll probably be in the World Baseball
Oh, I know.
I think he'll be better. I think he'll be better than Miyamoto, and I'm acting crazy right now.
Buffalo, Jacksonville.
Can I go? Let me go last because I got to rant about that.
You know what? You know what, Hoss? You don't have to wait because you're going first.
Look
He
at
said,
the
"Let
shirt
me
he's
go
wearing.
last."
I think you know
He
where
literally
he's
has to go last so he could rant.
Well,
Let him go
I'm gonna keep-
last.
yeah.
Okay, I'm kidding. I'm not picking because I'm not jinxing my team. We know Jamie's picking the Bills.
Where else would you rather be than in Duval for a road playoff game?
I'm picking the Jags because the Bills have yet to say they have a defense all season.
We have a top 10 defense. It's our run defense that isn't that good.
Matt.
We're still top 10 in the league defensively.
I don't know how.
Without
That's
it.
all I'm getting at. I think the Jags win
Because our pass
way better.
defense is good. We're like
Who are
we're
the
like
Jags
top
playing?
10 in pass defense.
The Bills.
At home. Jags are
Our
at
pass
home.
defense is good.
I hate myself for this.
Jacksonville doesn't run the ball. That's the difference.
I know who you're gonna pick, Matt.
I hate myself for this.
I do now that he said that.
Give me Buffalo.
And his favorite quarterback.
I hate that I know that Josh Allen's going to go down there and wipe apart that Jacksonville defense. I don't care what anybody says. The way that this is shaping up on the AFC, it's probably going to be a showdown of Josh Allen and Drake May in the AFC Championship game.
Sure.
Another version of Drake and Josh. There you go.
I couldn't disagree with Matt more. I think you're right about the points. I think Trevor Lawrence matches them. Buffalo's a fraud. I'm not buying Buffalo in terms of their whole team. I like the Jags.
I don't know how you call Buffalo frauds without calling Jacksonville frauds.
Jacksonville
won. They won
Did
the
you
Little
watch them the last
Sisters of the
six games?
Poor division.
Wait a minute.
You're saying that based on what?
Wait. Time out. So, the Denver Broncos lost one home game in like the last 2 years or so.
Okay.
To what team?
You're talking about way to cherry pick, Dylan. Jesus Christ.
And in their last 6 games, they've averaged 34.8 points per game, and they've given up an average of 19.2.
So
let's
Dylan,
let's kill all this regular season noise. Kill all the regular season
So by that
noise.
point, Dylan's saying the Steelers should beat the Patriots because the Steelers beat the Patriots in the regular season.
Jamie, what is the Buffalo Bills' success in the postseason in the last 5 years?
2-0.
And then tell me what the Jaguars' success is in the last 5 years.
Exactly.
They went 1-0 once.
Once.
I know. They haven't been
once.
There.
They had.
But it was.
I give all the credit to this. They're a good football team.
Why do people treat Buffalo like they've won a Super Bowl?
I'm not treating them like they won a Super
serious.
Bowl, Charles. I'm not treating them like they've won a Super Bowl. But when it comes down to crunch time, this is win or go home. I trust Josh Allen more than I trust Trevor Lawrence. That's what it comes down to.
Exactly.
Postseason experience, been there, done that. We have watched Josh Allen erase our playoff hopes twice in the last 5 years.
But at the same time, they've been at home in those games.
It does not.
That does matter.
It matters a little bit, but if you're telling me a battle-tested Josh Allen is going to go into wild card weekend in Jacksonville and lose, it's low on the probability. He has to have a bad game, because if there's one thing that we all know that Josh Allen does, and we know it better than the rest, is that he can single-handedly take a game over with his arm or his feet. And I'm throwing up in my mouth saying this right now.
And the bad part is I'll give him credit when he does it on the road in the playoffs again.
And that's fine, but I don't. Jacksonville got there, and I'm happy for them because Liam Cohen's a good coach. They have a lot of good football players on that team. I think Jacksonville's going to be a force for a very long time coming out of the AFC South.
Finally figured out how to make Trevor Lawrence work.
But what I'm saying is, when you stack up Sean McDermott versus Liam Cohen, Josh Allen versus Trevor Lawrence, you lean heavy towards the Buffalo Bills. It's not a personal dig at the Jacksonville Jaguars, but you have to take the battle-tested Allen. He's not going to go out like a sucker in the first round. He might go out like a sucker the next week, but he's not going to go out like a sucker. Not on wild card weekend.
Good points.
Okay.
I think he does this week. That's just me.
And that's fine. We're all entitled to our opinion.
It's just when you look at the numbers of his playoff games on the road, they're not good. He had one great playoff game and they lost it in overtime to the Chiefs.
That overtime was a thriller game.
One of those games on the road, though, was when Allen was not there. It was Tyrod Taylor and Nathan Peterman. You have to remember that. That was not Josh Allen.
In the last 5 years?
No.
Yes, 27. I'm talking about 2017.
I said in the last 5 years. I wasn't even talking about.
Wasn't Josh Allen's first playoff game in Houston? That was like an ugly game.
They blew a 19-0 lead, but they weren't the team they are now, though. That's
right. I 100% agree.
Adam.
Dylan.
Bills, Jags. Who you got?
I'm taking the Bills.
Well, you got one person supporting.
Okay, Rich.
No, you got two because I'm taking Sunshine. I think it's going to be a shootout. Last team that gets the ball wins it. And I like that passing game for Jacksonville. Yeah, give me Jacksonville.
San Francisco, Philadelphia. I will not pick this game because I don't want to see San Francisco's injury report. Matt,
again?
How you gonna run this thing and not pick? That's
you did this to me on me and Joe showed too. We were doing our picks. I'm not going to pick this game. I'm not going to pick that game.
No, I want to see. I'm not picking a game based on.
You go first. You go first, Dylan. You were trying to make other people go first.
Right. I didn't even do my rant yet.
Oh, sorry, Hoss. Sorry.
My God. Go ahead, Hoss.
It won't be.
Yeah,
long.
Go ahead, Hoss.
This is a hard one because somewhere inside I'm gonna be rooting for the hometown boy Travis down here. But I've been saying for over a goddamn year, this is Josh Allen's last chance. If he don't get to the Super Bowl or even win one, I have lost all hope for him, and he'll be the freaking Phillip Rivers of today and never freaking be in a Super Bowl in the future.
He's way more athletic than Phillip Rivers ever was. Phillip Rivers had no athleticism to him.
You're missing the point there. He's talking about postseason success-wise, Jamie.
Or maybe Dan Fouts 2.0.
Josh Allen runs circles all over Phillip Rivers.
That's not what he's saying. You're taking
No,
it out
Jamie.
of context.
And that is not true.
It is. It's
everybody keeps treating again. And you're doing it now. Everybody keeps treating Phillip Rivers like
it's my team. I'm gonna do that. You've done the same thing with Harbaugh.
But Paul Phillips still kicking ass, but he still won't make a Super Bowl before he retires.
I'll tell you this, Jamie.
I'm not allowed to do that because it's my team, but you can do that, Rob. Thanks for the double standard.
No, it's not a double standard, dude. Josh Allen has not. I'm not talking about just you guys.
Neither is Lamar.
He hasn't.
Is Lamar. And that's my point. That's my whole point. Lamar is treated. They're the same. Lamar does not. People talk about Josh Allen. Like Josh Allen's way up here, and he's done more in the playoffs. He's done more. He has not. They're the same.
You know what they both have. You know what they both have in common.
Great regular season.
They can't
get past Mahomes.
They can't get past Mahomes when it matters.
That's a fact.
You know what? I'm so over the Allen and Lamar shit. It's crazy.
They both should have got a ring within the last 4 years, but that you could thank those refs.
Well, I'm not even worried about the refs.
Guess what? They all said the same thing about John Elway. John Elway never won one with Dan Reeves, and then they bring in.
Wait a minute! Time out. In the 3 Super Bowls Elway lost, they faced the Giants when Phil Simms had the one of the greatest.
It's the same thing. No, they all said they said Elway couldn't win one either. Look what happened.
He faced the Washington Redskin team with Doug Williams, and then the San Francisco '89 Niner team, which may be the most stacked roster and best team in NFL history.
That's still no excuse.
I was only 6 months old for that Super Bowl. I bet that was probably one of the biggest talks, like Drew Brees and Peyton Manning was in '44.
Hey fellas,
Montana.
I gotta be up at 4 o'clock. I just wanted to hop on because Adam asked me.
Wow.
I appreciate talking ball with all
Matt,
you guys.
thanks for coming on, man. Thank you.
Thanks, Matt.
Every single
day. How do people get a hold of you?
You can find me on Instagram, mtrig89. Facebook, just type in Matt Trigger. You can find us on YouTube at We Bleed Purple Podcast with myself and former Ravens tight end and scouting department specialist Daniel Wilcox. I'm sorry, Daniel Wilcox. It's been a long day. Yes, you can catch our latest episode we did today, covering the firing of John Harbaugh. Just check us out on YouTube. And I thank you guys immensely. Adam, thank you for inviting me. Rich, Dylan, Jamie, Charles, Hoss, Jeremy. Always pleasure sharing the screen with you fellas. We'll definitely have to do this again. As long as I am available and not working to the bone.
We'll hit you up for the wrestling show too, man.
Yeah.
And hey, near future, whenever because the Texans are playing the AFC North next season, we'll have to do a crossover when the Texans play the Ravens.
No doubt. I will definitely be down for that. No doubt, 100%.
I just love
I think the Saints are playing them too, so I got one or two options for that. So
we'll make it happen. Chuck, we'll get up about having you on the show, brother.
All right, we'll get Dan as well. Like you get him on.
Yep,
we'll go over that.
Catch shit, we're co-hosting. It's hard to catch each other.
I'll get them both on.
Yeah.
But you boys be easy. It's always great talking ball with y'all.
Yes, Matt. Have a good night, buddy.
All right.
Okay.
Woo.
If you ask me to pick right now, I would probably pick the Eagles, but I think San Francisco's going to win and Trent Williams and Ricky Pearsall can come back.
I've got the Eagles. Bradley Cooper.
Well, I'm in a pool where one of my two teams in the pool is the 49ers, and I have a better chance of them trying to win it all than the other team I got drawn. So I'm going with the 49ers.
Jeremy?
Eagles, and it's not even close. They're healthier right now. I know that offensively they've looked like dog crap and been more inconsistent than a guy with bad bowels on offense, but their defense has played great the entire time. They're going to smash who's ever the quarterback, because it may not even be Mr. Purdy, because he got folded in two at the end of that game.
Sounds like a lot of anger from the championship game last year, but I'm going Niners.
You don't.
No anger for last year because San Francisco didn't make the playoffs last year.
And one of us predicted that.
2 years ago, Joe.
Oh.
My bad.
Rich.
This to me is the toughest one of the whole bunch. I got to go Eagles for two reasons: defense, and they're playing at home.
And they're psychotic fans.
Well, I mean, they San Francisco on the road is susceptible, and that defense for Philly. I mean, if they can get the pressure on Purdy, I realize McCaffrey is just a beast, but it's just like when you're playing against Derrick Henry, you know he's going to get his. You just play for everybody else to not get theirs.
Charles.
I know why Rich isn't in love with the Eagles, because I don't think they've looked tremendous either down the stretch, but
49ers are held by duct tape and glue.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with that. I'm surprised they're even here, honestly. I mean, shout out to them. Their defense has got a bunch of just guys you don't know. I like the Eagles in this.
Robert Saleh, we the boys.
They gave the 49ers 4.5 points, and I took them with the points.
So funny. Like, all
Man,
the Niners
Jesus,
had
like,
beat Seattle Seahawks, and they would have been the number one seed in the West.
And they would have had in the Super Bowls in San Fran. So that if they'd have had the number one seed, they'd have had the bye, and then they'd had home games all the way through, including the Super Bowl.
That's exactly why I couldn't beat them. If they'd have been able to win that game, I'd have been riding San Francisco to the end of the playoffs. But the fact they lost that game and limped into the playoffs is why I think, there's a difference there. Philly didn't play their starters and still was competitive for a minute in that game.
I thought
Seattle was boat racing San Francisco.
I don't know why. I still, even with freaking Sam Darnold at quarterback, I still think the Seahawks might be the best team in the NFC.
I think they are.
Chargers and Patriots, and you know what?
I have a question
about
that.
Chargers go across the country and beat the Patriots.
Is Justin Herbert back?
He's better. He's better than your piece of crap quarterback.
That's not what he has. Is he playing?
Yes.
Herbert? Yeah, Herbert's playing.
Yeah, that's why he said last week.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought Well, now that he's playing, it might be a different concept because if he wasn't playing, I was going to have New England be the only blowout in the freaking playoffs this weekend. But I don't know how far the Chargers are going to go because that's the other team I got selected in the pool, and I don't have them getting pretty far themselves. But I got New England at home.
What's your team?
And I took New England on the money line.
Anybody else want to disclose Chargers? Patriots?
I got the Chargers.
I got the Patriots. They're playing better defense. They're at home.
I got the Pats.
Patriots, I think, are. I like the Chargers like long term, but I don't see them going into New England in that weather and winning this game. They're pretty banged up too. The Chargers. They're another team, not as bad as the Niners, but they're pretty banged up. So I like New England.
I wonder if it's going to snow in Foxborough.
No, it's supposed to be raining and around 40 degrees.
Okay.
Yep.
I wonder if Jamie would have picked New England if Belichick was still coaching.
Oh,
I would. Yeah, I probably because I got Drake May.
Would you have picked the Patriots if Belichick's girlfriend were coaching this game?
No.
Why don't you just ask her out, Dylan? I mean, you keep bringing her up.
I'd be younger than Coach Belichick by 40 years.
The only reason Bill Belichick got hired at North Carolina is so he could watch his girlfriend and make sure she didn't screw the team because she's the captain of the cheerleaders.
Got to be supportive, Jerm.
Dude, I'm half his age. I am not dating a 24-year-old.
There's nothing better than a good athletic supporter.
Didn't Anna Nicole Smith date some Texas billionaire or multi-millionaire back in the day?
She did.
Yes, she did. He bought her an island that she used to go to for her vacations to get away from everybody that was following her. And they still followed her to the island.
You answered your own question. He has $1 billion.
I'm 8 years
this
old.
woman would not be looking at Bill Belichick without his $1 zillion. Sinbad made this joke a long time ago. You 60-some years old, you want a woman 20 years old, you think she's in love with you. She wants your house, man.
She wants your money. She want everything but the Diddy oil.
Yeah. One word.
No, he got a case of that too because he was able to afford it.
One more and then I'm done. One more and then I'm done, boys. Hit me out at Dylan Sports One, Spunky Spectrum Sports, Big D Podcast. One more. Who's got the most pressure to win in the playoffs this year?
Wait, they're not.
Say that again. Say that again.
Who's got the most pressure to win in the playoffs this year? It could be a team, an individual, coach, player.
Mike Tomlin, Josh Allen.
Oh,
Josh Allen. I don't think there's a question.
Josh Allen got the most pressure, but I feel like Broncos got the highest advantage.
I think it's definitely Josh Allen. I think.
I'm actually
maybe McDermott.
I think it's Sean McDermott because out of all the playoff coaches, if the Bills don't win on Sunday, I think Sean McDermott's in trouble.
Yeah.
I don't think he's got the better team either.
I think LaFleur could be in trouble too.
No. Green Bay's not going to fly.
We're not. Yeah, we're just. Yeah, but if we get rid of McDermott, the Bills fans better not treat him like you know what, because he took what he's done for that team. He took that team from a playoff drought to where they are now. He changed. He took that team where nobody wanted to come here, and now everybody wants to come and play for him.
Did y'all cry when y'all played y'all final game at the Ralph?
I didn't go to. I watched it. I didn't go to the game. I was pretty emotional though.
It's
crazy to think about though that the Bills are going to be getting a new, stadium.
They were overdue for one, but I think they're the first team since the 49ers to get a new stadium that actually is open and no roof, no retractable roof.
No, what about the Jets and the Well, yeah. Before that, it was the Jets and the Giants. Their new MetLife Stadium.
No, MetLife's older than Levi's.
MetLife was in 2010. Yes, that's what I was saying. Before Levi, it was that.
Levi opened in 2012 or 13. No, they opened the year after the Niners lost the Super Bowl to the Raiders.
MetLife opened the year after Jerry's World opened, because Jerry's World opened in 2009, and then 10 was when MetLife opened.
Jerry's World is okay.
I've been there a few times.
I've been there a bunch of times. It's cool, but for the touristy type stuff, and yes, it does look like the Death Star. But as far as a in-game experience, there's no real that place could be packed out with 100,000 Cowboy fans, and you would have a better home field advantage in Baltimore, in Pittsburgh, in New Orleans, in Jacksonville, in Buffalo, because there's just I don't know if it's the acoustics or what it is, but that place could be completely packed and there is no just raucous noise and you can't hear the plays and all that kind of stuff. It doesn't happen. And I've been there when it's sold out. And you can't. I mean, I was there when they played the Eagles a few years ago, and that joint was packed out, and it was probably 80% Cowboy fans, and it still wasn't that loud.
Hey, Rich, maybe part of Dallas's problem is that AT&T Stadium is too cold for it now.
I first went there in 2013 for LSU TCU. But the last time I went there was for WrestleMania. That was the loudest I've ever seen it.
It's just right for us.
But that's probably the biggest NFL stadium I've ever been in, but the biggest football stadium I've ever been in general is the Horseshoe.
Oh, that's cool.
I've been in the Swamp, and that place is loud.
Tiger Stadium's louder than the Swamp.
I beg to differ.
Come to a Saturday night in Death Valley.
Come to this. I'll raise you to the Swamp. You need earplugs in that stadium.
I'm only gonna need earplugs when they sing "Won't Back Down."
I won't back down in the fourth quarter when they play that at the Swamp. Top Petty.
I don't know. I'd like to go see Virginia Tech come out the fucking understand, man. I think.
Oh my God! It's got to be a night game though. It can't be It's got to be a night game for me.
That's about as gangsters
as
this right there.
That is the most epic entrance ever.
Yeah, I think we're all getting ready to head out, boys.
Okay.
I'm gonna run my head through.
Howard's Rock is good too, but
Jeremy just left. Didn't even give a shout out. All right.
Whoop.
Oh, by the way, Hoss, Adam, Rich, good luck. Jamie, good luck to your team. And Charles, it's weird that my Jacks have a head coach and the Ravens don't. That usually it's the other way around.
Good luck finding a coach. We could use that, finding a new coach, because they got rid of the coach we just had for 18 years.
He wore out his welcome. Sometimes you got to move on.
Yeah, got to move on.
I was just thinking about, another place for Harbaugh to land that wouldn't be bad. What about Atlanta?
I got one. What about Vegas?
Penix, Bijan, Drake London, Kyle Pitts.
That does sound tasty.
Vegas, I think he'd take it. I think he'd take it if he really wanted to work with Mendoza. I can see him taking that. I think the Giants.
They don't think he takes like a year off.
No, I don't, because he's 60. So. He's 63. I think he was a little bit younger. I think he might do that, but he's 63. I think he realizes his time would be to move forward now, unless he really wants to retire. I could see that more than him.
I'm not saying retire. I'm just saying take a year off.
But I don't think he's going to purposely take a sabbatical if he wants to coach. I think he knows he can't. That's not a great idea.
I mean, if you look at it, this was the year to get fired.
Yeah.
And you never want to look at it that way, but there is a lot of opportunity out there.
Does Tomlin get fired, you think, still, if he loses on Monday night?
I think it's going to become a heavier discussion than what should be.
I think that no matter what happens, he has 1 year left on his deal, and he's back next year. Now, whether they renew him is a whole different discussion. But I think no matter what happens, he's back next year. What's after that? I don't know.
Ken keeps saying this thing about, he kept saying about, well, they're just going to ease him out. I don't think he's going for that. The same way same way Harbaugh told him, like, you're not changing my coaches or whatever, then I'm going to just go out the door. He's got no problem doing that. I don't think if they don't extend him, then he's going to tell him to kick rocks. That's what I think he kept saying. Ken kept insisting on that. I don't think I'm not sure. I know that doesn't break your heart.
No, Charles, because Ken has a buddy who's a Steelers fan that is saying that. Ralph, his name is. He's the one who says that all the time. Ken is just repeating what he says.
Yeah, I understand that, but I understand that from the Steelers side of it, why they want to do that. Yeah, you got to pay him anyway. You have him just work out his last deal, and then we could find a new coach and transition and all. I understand that. I just don't think he's going for that. That's my point.
Yeah, but Rich, I don't know if you met Ralph yet. He's with Jeremy and the guys in Kennett driving to the huddle. He's a Steelers fan, and he's the one who keeps saying that it's going to be Tomlin's 20th year, and that he would come back and then he would leave.
Yeah, I haven't met him yet. But Ken has mentioned that I need to meet this guy. Yeah. I mean, possible. I honestly just think they're going to give him, because he hasn't had any sort of an issue with changing coordinators. Which I think is where the difference comes between those
i.e. Matt Canada 2023.
Yeah, they canned Haley, they canned Canada, they canned, guys like that. So, and they've canned defensive coordinators at the same time, without Tomlin having any sort of a major issue. Harbaugh, yeah, he was going to live or die with his, his guys, and he ended up, taking the guillotine for him, which is fine. If he wants to do that, that's great. I don't see Tomlin doing that. Like I say, I honestly think no matter what happens, he's back next year, and then he, see what happens.
So you think they ride?
Funny part is what happened. The funny part is the only way. Let me put it this way: the only way I see him walking away this year is that we do win the Super Bowl.
I think that could be true, or him, giving it up if he actually hoists another Lombardi or whatever, which I doubt.
For him to go out on top,
Yeah, I think that would be that'd be very appealing for him to do as well. I don't think I think unlike the Ravens, the Steelers without Tomlin, that's a problem. They don't have that good of a roster. Tomlin's teams, you can say whatever you want. I know you guys aren't big Tomlin guys. His teams play hard, kind of like Gary Williams' parable in basketball. Not a great XO guy, but they hustle. That's what I saw Sunday night. Those guys, I mean, TJ Watt was just taped up. He had no business even on the field. Those guys were playing for their coach, unlike the other way around. They were hustling.
The defense has a lot. I mean, yes, you hear about Hayward and you hear about Watt and you hear about Ramsey and that kind of thing. But Jack Sawyer and Alex Highsmith and Joey Porter Jr. and, guys like that, and Nate Herbig and guys like that. I mean, these are guys that are in their early mid-20s that are going to be the foundation of this team. Derek Harmon, the kid we drafted this year in the first round, those are going to be the guys that are going to be the linchpins of this defense down the road. Offense-wise, that's where they need to when they replace Tomlin at whatever point, they need a more offensive-minded coach. It better not be Arthur Smith. But, that's why I was talking last week and I think the week before about Cliff Kingsbury, a guy like Kingsbury. because he is an offensive guy.
You'll be able to run. You're probably going to run the air raid run and shoot with them.
I would still swear that if they bring Kingsbury in, Kyler Murray's right behind him.
I think Kyler Murray. I think Kyler Murray is going to be good for somebody. I think if he can go to the right place. If he can go,
Howard's a guy. I think if you put him in the right situation, he could be a good NFL quarterback.
Well, and his best years were with who as a head coach? Kingsbury. And if he has DK Metcalf, and if they either bring in a free agent receiver like an Alec Pierce or somebody like that, or if they draft somebody that can, be that number 2 to Metcalf, with the tight end situation is fine. The running back situation is fine. Then, you got something to work with there.
The Steelers, again, I don't think they even have the record they had without Mike Tomlin there. I don't think so.
No, you're right.
I don't see, especially.
Hey, Adam, I don't mean to bug you. The standard's the standard, right? Get it?
Sure.
Get it?
I don't even know what the standard is anymore.
He's another one.
I don't even know what the standard is anymore, James.
No, that's what Mike Tomlin always says. The standard is the standard.
Oh, believe me, you don't have to tell me what he always says. Jesus.
The standard is the standard.
I just don't know. I don't know what the standard is anymore. It's like under 500 ball is the standard, not winning Super Bowls.
He'll take the job in Cleveland.
That's what the joke is.
I believe it.
The standard is the standard.
But guys, I am ready to shut this down for the night. I don't know if anyone else is. I have to. Work comes early in the morning. Do you guys want to shut it down, or do you guys want to keep going, or what do you want to do?
No, I'm good. We can go ahead and shut down. I'm good.
Yeah, we can shut it down.
All right. How's everyone get a hold of everyone? And what do you got going on in your shows this week? Let everyone know. Let them go. Mm-hmm. Don't everyone rush.
No, I'll go first then. Get me on Twitter, Big Rich 8371, Twitter X, whatever we're calling it this month. Facebook, Rich Richardson. Just go look for my name. Tomorrow night, Adam, me and you, 9 Eastern, 8 Central, Steel City Sports Talk returns after the holiday. We got a lot to talk about, man. Some Pirates and a lot of Steelers. A lot of good things about the Pirates and a lot of good things about the Steelers and some other things too. And then, Haas here in the next week or two, we'll be getting our wrestling thing rolling. Once we get the schedules hammered out between us on Saturdays, and we'll be doing the wrestling show there. So, and then Two Tire Change will be back for the 2026 season, starting the last Monday in January, which I think, if my math is right, is the 26th, leading into the race that I hate the most.
500.
The race at the LA Memorial Coliseum. That is an absolute waste of everybody's time and energy. But there will be more about that in a couple of weeks. So that's all I got, guys. I appreciate everybody. Adam will do it again tomorrow night. Jamie, Haas, Rav, pleasure as always, man.
Much love, Rich.
There you go.
See you guys later.
All right, Rich. Ross, you're on mute.
So we had a Louisiana guy in the comments.
Yeah, there's your Louisiana guy there.
There you go.
All right. You can get me at Sports Talking It, guys, on Twitter. You can follow me there. Get me up on Driving to the Top Productions on YouTube, Facebook, at McNally there. Yeah, like Rich said, we're going live tomorrow night, and 9:00. Haas, if you want to jump in towards the end and break the game down with us tomorrow night, you can.
Yeah, I can make that happen before I go live at 9 p.m. Central.
Yeah, if you want to jump in for a little bit, just talk the game and then get out of there. That's fine.
Yep, I can make it happen.
All right, cool. And then go ahead, shoot it off, Rab, Jamie, Haas.
All right. So this week on the Ravery Sports Podcast, which will be tomorrow night, obviously we're going to be talking about the dismissal of John Harbaugh as Ravens coach, also to who could be the next coach of the Ravens. We're definitely going to talk about that. Wild card weekend is coming up as well. Terps, big basketball, college basketball against a blue blood this week. Indiana tomorrow night, and then UCLA. So we're going to be talking about that as well. And baseball discussion this week. We're going to start our top 10 list for best players in the league at each position next week. This week, the top 20 players of all time in the MLB at every position. So who is number one as far as who are players in the MLB of all time? And definitely
like now or old time?
All time.
Oh, I got my list. I got my list somewhere.
So put it in the comments. Who's the greatest ever player? And this includes pitchers and hitters as well. And Ravery Sports blog site. So definitely check that out. Put in the blog and starting the blog. Obviously, tomorrow's blog is about John Harbaugh and everything he's done for the Ravens.
I saw that. You were sharing blogs. I didn't know what it was at first. I had to click on it.
Yeah, so definitely we have we're gonna do a blog it's Monday through Friday. Sometimes we do Saturday, but Monday through Friday we're gonna be talking about Ravens, Orioles, and Terps.
Nice, thanks.
All right. Well, I'm at Big Hoss 337 on X. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. My show you could find on X and Instagram at onthego_TXLA. Actually, my second show of the new year, but it's going to be my first solo show of the new year. I'm going to go live at 9 p.m. Central after I hop on with Adam and Rich previewing the Steelers-Texans game. I'm going to be talking NFL wild card. I'm going to be talking bowl games we just had, including the playoff quarterfinals and whatnot. I'm going to be talking Emai signing with the Astros. I'm going to be talking Rockets, Cougs, basketball, McNeese, LSU, Saints dropping their final game to the Falcons. It's going to be a lot of shit, and I'm looking forward to it. And like Rich said, Rich and Haas is fixing a return for Rumble season. January 17th, he said we're going to do our first show back. First show in over a month, and it'll be in the morning. It'll probably be around 8 a.m. because I got to be at a basketball game at 10:30 in the morning. So we usually go live.
I did watch last night. I did watch last night's event, Haas.
I did too, and I don't watch Stranger Things, so I couldn't break it down how that freaking crossover was. But I didn't like. I liked one title change.
It was just a theme. I don't think it was really anything.
Oh, it was themed, but I don't watch Stranger Things. I know what it is. I just don't watch it. I'm not into that shit.
I don't watch it either.
But
I did watch Stephanie Vasquez get her beat the shit out of that girl.
Oh, Stephanie Vasquez. Yeah, that sucked. No, I was pissed about putting the belt back on Becky when I was finally liking Maxine being a champion. I already knew Braun was going to lose, but if Cody retains against Drew McIntyre Friday, I'm going to be pissed off. They can't have Drew lose 4 consecutive times to Cody. The guy who's going to be Ghoul in Street Fighter. Which I can't wait for that movie, by the way. But
close it out, Jim. Oh, and our new UFL teams are going to be crazy. I don't know what the hell's going to go on there. I lost my team too.
Yeah, when Kevin Sumlin takes over a Houston team, you don't know what the hell's going to happen.
But we'll talk about that another day, boys.
There's going to be some new rules coming in. There's going to be new rules coming in too again, which is going to be cool. So, but anyway,
all right.
So you guys can follow me, yours truly, at Bill's Chat 1 and Bill's Mafia Chat, and also at Jamie Malloy, the unbiased journalist, and DJ Dog Tags on X. You can also catch me at forkball.com where I write about all sports. What just happened at 8:00 p.m. You can find me there too on Driving the Top Productions with me, Joe Dalio, and Dylan this week. We did our Week 18 regular season wrap up on the Buffalo Sports Conversation Room for Season 3, Episode 17, and we did our playoff picks, which we also did on tonight's episode of Open Sports Mind. You can catch us there at Driving the Top at 9:00. And then tomorrow, every Wednesday at 9:00 p.m. Eastern Time, you can catch me, Jeremy, and the boys on the Huddle Sports Network for another roundtable talk. And then every Thursday starting March 27th, me, Adam, Jeremy, and Marcus, as Adam just said, it's going to be a wild season 3 for the UFL with new teams, new ownership, new visions, complete overhaul. So we'll see what happens there. Thank you guys very much for listening. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like, comment, ring the bell for all notifications. And for more content on Driving to the Top Productions, you can visit our YouTube page, Twitch stream, Facebook stream, X stream, wherever you get your podcast. For Adam and everybody else here at Driving to the Top Productions, I'm Jamie Malloy, and this has been another episode of Open Sports Mike. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Before we close this thing out, did anyone, Jamie, did you see that Vegas Athletics and the Las Vegas Athletics both got denied?
I did hear about that. I got to do my research on it. I was going to watch a YouTube video on it. We'll see.
They should name it the Las Vegas Elephants because that was their mascot.
Huh.
Just thoughts. Anyway, guys, everyone, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the comments. Like tomorrow night, we got oh my gosh, we got Steeler chat tomorrow night, guys. First time in a long time for me and Rich to sit down and talk. Just me and him. Marcus is going to jump in later. Yeah, we're open, ready to go, and everybody have a good night.
They have to